Okay, we'll just begin with a minute of silence, just to offer this entire 8 sessions to your highest guiding master, consciousness, or divine. Do it in your own way and seek the blessings of your divine master or higher consciousness for the entire next two months. Thank you. I'll begin with introduction, but I'll perhaps begin with reading a short quote, and then we'll take a couple of minutes to introduce the course, and then we'll begin. The course is on the substance of love. Exactly what it means is what we're attempting. So here's a quote, a prayer from one of the books of the Mother. And indeed, I saw thy divine love clothed in intelligence, then in strength, constituting this body in its smallest cell, and shining so brightly in it that it was nothing but a combination of millions of radiant sparks, all manifesting that they were thyself. O my sweet master, thou hast cast a new wheel to be rent, another wheel of my ignorance, and without leaving my blissful place in thy eternal heart, I am at the same time in the imperceptible but infinite heart of each of the atoms constituting my body. So this quote I will read from time to time. It's in a way summarizes what we want to attempt here. The course is very simple in its approach, but quite profound in what we are trying to accomplish. There is a part of deeper body work which is about, purification. Body is like a sponge. It has been sponging all kinds of stuff from others, our memories, thoughts, emotions, everything is there. So we want to work at it. No doubt, we will do it. But the joy of much of the work is that the like our body right now is linked to our past. Our body is right now linked to all the people whom we are interacting with. There's a constant interchange that occurs. We want to leave this body in connection with whatever you call as the divine or high consciousness. It can be whatsoever. It can be formless, it can be form, but we want to attempt that link. So a part of the work has to be done in an impersonal way. So if you're so much caught up on our problems, our body, because if you read in Mother and Sri Aurobindo's work, you'll find two kinds of quotes. One is to be inside the body. The other is saying if you're too caught up on the body, you will have problems all the time. So what does that actually mean? So the this quote that we read is amazing. We have to keep our awareness present inside something higher. I'll explain this in a couple of ways. Right now, I'm reading a book called Saundarya Lahari from one of the monks in Bihar School of Yoga. It's extraordinary. In fact, after Mother's agenda, I'm falling in love with this book the most. It's amazing the kind of work that they have done. There's something simple that they are describing is we should not lose energy. Like so they even go to the detailing of breath. But unfortunately for all of us, no matter how much we're evolved, we lose energy with the world. We are thinking of our problems, we are thinking of people whom we are interacting. All that is a wastage of energy. So they bring a focal point. The focal point they speak about is a mandala. It can be anything, but it has to have a potency which is much higher. Simply, that's what it means. So when I say, or when we say connect to the divine, you could look at it from a formless or a form, but it has to be real. It can't be just, you know, uh, something that we are uttering with our mouth. It should be felt in the experience. It can be a flower, it can be a mandala, it can be a mantra, it can be just a space above your head, but it has to be real. The attempt is for the next 2 months that if you carefully observe, we'll be thinking many times, we'll be emoting many times. All that is a loss of energy. So even with the closest people in your life for the next 2 months, the entire attempt is you keep a portion of your awareness linked to the qualities of the above. This is our attempt. At the same time, we want to be present inside our body, not just in a personal way, in an impersonal way. So this course mostly is going to bring a lot of new practices, new approaches that has been evolving in the last few months for me. So the attempt is also to connect deep into the body in an impersonal way. So the double consciousness is what we would attempt, and the rest we would follow. One thing I constantly say in all courses is, let's say you have a vessel. The vessel is your body, okay? And let's say something is being poured in. Let's say the greatest amrita or the nectar is being poured in. The vessel has to just learn to receive and assimilate and hold. Everything else happens through that. So there is it's a direct receiving that we are going to learn. It's got nothing much to do with our thinking process. So when I say, for example, today we will focus on how do you connect inside your body to your body substance. We will work on that. We will do a few practices. I'll explain here and there. But we are using in the beginning your inner senses, and then it will be a direct perception, which is beyond senses. Your senses won't recognize anything, but something will come in. So I'll explain. So you have the body. The body has sensations, the body has emotions, the body has thoughts. In this body, we're trying to connect and receive. So the faculty of analyzing in this particular aspect is not much. We're directly learning to receive. In the beginning, we work with the inner senses so that when you keep your attention inside your body, you will get sensations, you'll see something, etc. But after a point of time, we will, because if you're still in the domain of the sensations, it is still the individual. We have to attempt a greater dive. For that, we will work with intuition. We will work with a perception beyond sensation. So which means there will be apparently nothing that is occurring. You won't notice anything, but there will be an infilling that will come. But the fact that infilling has come, you will know because there's a greater peace, there's a greater joy, but you're not noticing anything. And that's the beauty, that's the actual transmission between us and the higher. So we would attempt. So as I shared in the audio, for those who keep the video on, from time to time I'll observe, and if something comes, I'll note down. You can interact as much as you want. Any questions? If there is an emergency question, put it on chat. I'll pick it during the course. Otherwise, we have the entire week to go into the detailing and doubts that are there. Okay. So you can kindly close your eye. And we're going to do a practice which is very simple. It's preparing the space for your own inner sadhana, is preparing the space for your own inner sadhana. We all know that if you're sitting in a conducive atmosphere, we can work better, we can do the sadhana better. So what we're going to do is we're going to work with the direction in front of you, the direction behind you, the direction on the left of you, the direction on the right of you, the direction above you, the direction below you, the 6 points, and we'll anchor finally in the cave of heart. The human is constantly in interface with unknown stuff, people, unknown forces. So when we do sadhana, it perhaps is important to invoke protection, invoke auspiciousness around us. So we'll do it this way. Put your attention in front of you, or your eyes are closed. You're sensing from your body or from your third eye, whichever is comfortable to you. You sense the space in front of you, and wherever the farthest point lands, there you utter a om or call the name of the divine, or simply invoke a flame, which is equivalent to lighting a physical flame. You concentrate sufficiently and you will invoke a flame, a om or the name of the divine, or invoke a flame at the farthest point in front of you. My instructions in the session will be very basic, but what happens to you will be unique to you. Some may experience an expansiveness, some may experience something coming from that to you, or from you to going there. There are all kinds of experiences. Essentially, we invoke this in the farthest point in front. Now, what you're doing is you're anchored in your body, but you're casting your entire concentration now behind you. Now, if you do that well, you're actually somewhere behind at the farthest point in the back. Without struggle, you're casting your glance at the farthest point in the back, and you're invoking a flame, Om, or the name of the divine. Now we'll do it on your left. And obviously, you're going beyond your personal self, but you're anchored in the body, which is your greatest protection. On the left, at the farthest point that you can cast your glance, utter a Om, chant the name of the divine, or invoke a flame. Cast your glance to the right at a natural farthest point, and you may notice in each direction, sometimes it's far, sometimes it's not far. That means quite a lot of things. We'll take that detailing later. For now, the farthest point on the right, invoke. Now, above your head, it is only because of activities of thoughts, even up to a certain point above your head, that it appears as if you have a ceiling. It's an open space in general. So nothing to invoke above, just become aware that there is a great height and there is a great vastness with many different qualities, including light. It is this view of the above that you want to live with for the next 2 months. Not thinking of your individual stuff, not thinking of other people, not thinking of your activities in life. We don't want to think about our personal life. The next 2 months, we will act, but we don't want to think, nor about the other people we are involved in, nor about our activities. We want to have an open view to the above for the next 2 months. Similarly, become aware of the depth below your feet. Here also nothing much to invoke, it's already there, but because we are so much caught on the physical, unconscious, subconscious, that there is a certain heaviness or a sloth that is present, and we miss the entire landscape of beauty that lies beneath. Just cast your glance and knowing very well where it lands has got much more depth. And just open yourself to the sacred profoundness that is there, but may not be aware to you at this point. And for a brief few seconds, anchor yourself in the very cave of your heart, just relaxing in a posture of total surrender to the divine grace, the grace of the higher consciousness to take care of everything that unfolds in your life through this process. And you can take any posture of surrender in the cave of the heart. Total devotion, playfulness, or even a friendship with the divine, where you're allowed to fight, ask, even demand, but knowing very well that it's best that you submit totally to the action of the higher on you. What we just did elaborately, you can do it every day where you begin your practice. Invocation for the 6+1 direction. We just take a break for a minute. Those who can just continue to be in the space. Those who need to rest your body, do so. We'll begin back in a minute. We now prepare to go to see how to learn to touch the inner substance of our body. But to do that, one clarity is coming is we need good degree of concentration and a great degree of prana, the strength of the prana. Otherwise, we just get distracted. We don't have the capacity to dive into the depth. So there are many ways to do it. One of the ways that's coming out well is to learn to be with our breath from the navel center. Which also cuts the thoughts down and gives a certain pranic strength to be able to dive deeper. So bring your awareness to your navel now. When I say bring your awareness to your navel, it would mean, let's say that you're in a building which has 7 or 8 floors. And we say, come to the navel center, which means all your attention from the other floors should come down to the navel. Taking your entire awareness, which sometimes is locked in your thoughts, the head space, bring it down and keep it in the navel, the whole of the navel, and just be there with your natural breath. Now, as you do it, for some of you, you drag your personal self. So as you bring your awareness there, in a way, you're still aware of your experiences of life, your troubles of life, the experiences inside your body. This is there still. So it's like the awareness is still sensing your life, the people, the thoughts and emotions, that it cannot be actually present in the navel region because there's no space in the awareness. I see that in one or two of you now. So escape, leave that for now. We'll work on all your ups and downs later. Drop your personal history and just be present as a consciousness, as an awareness in the navel, fully attentive. Like if you go up on top of a mountain and you know that there is some pristine beauty, you quieten away from the hustles of life and really become present there so that you can listen subtly. Similarly, escape the experiences inside you and bring that purest awareness or consciousness and keep it on the navel. Now, for now, just be with the natural breath there. Now we'll do one more thing to build the navel before we go inner, because we need that strength of prana. Actually, the navel center can directly absorb prana from natural or higher sources. It is a direct reception that happens. So you can even think of an extraordinary natural place you went, which still is alive inside you, or even a flower that you connected some time back, which if you connect now, it's still alive inside you. So take a natural, or it could just be above the head, where you notice there is some light or vastness, either a natural or a higher source, where there is some pristine quality. Connect it to your navel and simply wait. Your attention is on your navel and you're connecting your navel to that extraordinary nature or above your head, and you wait. Normally, you will notice an increase of strength and infilling. And now, for just another minute or two, keeping the focus on the navel, just be with your breath flow through the body, allowing whatever is being collected or received in the navel to flow through your entire body. So anchor on the navel, just be with the breath throughout your body. And now, let's attempt to explore the body's substance from the inside of you. And for this, what I'm understanding now is two things are important: a pure consciousness. Normally, we don't have a pure consciousness. When we're going inside some part of our body, our awareness is thinking of somebody, or they are thinking of us, that something is getting triggered. A part of our head is, a part of our awareness is thinking of work. So our consciousness or awareness is not pure, it's contaminated. That doesn't give the capacity to touch the substance, or we don't have strength. We don't have that pranic force to go in. We need both, and we will build both in this course. So for now, take your awareness inside your body and notice that as you place your awareness somewhere, it could land in a particular part of the body. Notice the grip. You have to first feel the grip to escape it. Notice the grip of your personal experiences. Even as you're present there, some thoughts are playing. You're inside your body, but you're also with other people in your life. You're concerned about some pain, some ache here and there. And it's layers of escaping. So notice first the grip of our experiences as you place your awareness inside your body. Shift your location of awareness here and there in your body. And you will notice in some portions of the body, the contamination of awareness is more. You hardly are able to sense that part of the body. You're just able to sense some. Sometimes you're not able to sense, and sometimes you're just able to sense some darkness, some entanglements. Your awareness or consciousness is not free. Now, where you notice that your awareness is not free, the practice for that is connect above your head. So you're inside that part of your body where you're feeling that your awareness is kind of linked like tiny invisible threads. It's caught with many different individual experiences. Just turn your awareness from there to the above and wait. So the practice to purify your consciousness or awareness to be able to go deeper is where you notice that you're not able to sense. It simply means that the awareness is entangled with the personal stories. A part of the practice is to aspire to escape the grip, and the second part of the practice is to open up and wait. You have to wait till something dissolves, or at least starts to dissolve, making the awareness freer. And now we'll anyway work on this in detail Today we're just introducing. We'll also learn to build the pranic strength to be able to go deeper. So now, keeping your awareness in one location of your body, but aware of the entire body in a way, wherever your awareness is, in that point itself, you drop deeper and deeper and deeper. But do it by keeping your connection to the navel region. Like, so for example, you're going inside water and you're putting a pipe inside your mouth and the other end of the pipe left open to the above to draw air. Similarly, you're connecting to the navel. It's almost like you're breathing in and out through the navel. And the breath need not go up and down vertically. The inflow can be horizontal. The breath can come in horizontally into the navel and leave also horizontally. So connected to the navel, drawing the strength from there, dive into the depth of your body. Keeping connection to the substance part. There will be sensations inside the body. There will be space inside the body. We'll explore this in session 2 detail. For now, feeling the body's mass, its density and heaviness, which in the beginning doesn't feel too great. It feels like a burden. But catching that mass, catching that density and connected to the navel, in general, move into the depth of your body's own matter, body's own substance. Remembering that when you cannot hold this process or you don't have the energy, remember prana has to come in fresh for you to be able to go deeper and deeper. So drawing the breath from the navel, going deeper and deeper in the body's substance. And you have to do it together. Sometimes you're not able to be aware, which means the awareness is entangled with the experiences. Then you'll have to open it to the above so that the entanglements are kind of cut by what's coming from above. And then to go in, you need pranic strength. You connect back to the navel and go deeper in the body substance. And then again, you can't sense much because you're entangled. Connect to the above, get some clearing, connect to the navel, get some pranic strength, and then go in. Let go. And just be with your body. Offer to the above for about 3 or 4 minutes quietly. Now, a few times we'll end the practice today by chanting Om inside the points or cells of your body. You have to keep your voice almost in the depth, like you again connect to the body itself. Keep it in the depth somewhere, and either verbally or silently utter a Om there. I'll just do it for support, but you will do it on your own. Keep your audio muted. It's only for yourself. Oh. 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 We close the practice for today. If you have some time, just give some time for the process to assimilate. Any doubts, we can take it on the group.